Yeah. Okay. Now let's see what's going on now. Okay. Now if you look at the CHF GPY, what happened? Something interesting happened with the GPY. Right now, uh, it didn't do what I was wanted to do before it dropped as a sell. But if you look at in terms of trend line, it still has not broken the trend line, right? So when what happened when you miss those type of trades, or you didn't enter, because I was sleeping to be honest with you. But let's say I was up and I was looking to enter that trade. I would base it on my entry based on the trend line. As you can see here, it didn't go up, but it broke the trend line. Once it broke the trend line, you could enter. So if you would have entered by after the trend line breakage, you would have been up 60 pips by now. If you're a little bit more patient and you don't want it to retest, or you want to make sure it doesn't retest, you could wait to enter at the daily trend line. So once it breaks the daily trend line, it's a good trade to consider entering. All right? Now, if we look at the EurJpy, you haven't broken anything, still going up, as we can see. Just in case it does like the same thing as the CHFGPY, you set up a trend line. You wait for it. If it goes up, you wait for your confirmation, then you enter, or else it breaks the trend line, you enter after the H4 trend line. Even if we look at the daily trend line, we can wait for it to break. So you can wait for it to break if it does the same thing as the CHFGPY. But what I would still always prefer is for it to go up and then go down for the sell. So you wait for it to break the trend line, consider entering the H4 trend line, that would be a good entry point, or breaks the daily trend line, another good entry point. That's if it doesn't goes up and then goes down. So it's supposed to go up past that area, past that price, goes up for past at least 124.148 yen or euro to yen. So it should go past that price. Once it goes past that price, it's very more conservative entry when you wait for your confirmation. But if it breaks the trend line and doesn't go up, you could still enter. If it breaks one of those two trend lines, the daily or the H4 or the daily trend line. This is what happened for CHF4 GPY. The CH as for sell, if you base it on the H1 trend line, you should have entered. If you're a little bit more patient, you wait for it to pass the H4 trend line, and then you would consider entering that trade. All right. So those two are still good for sales. As you can see, the CH4 is dropping as a sell, so I'm still right. So now it's for you to, if you missed out on this trade, that's for you to wait in terms of trend line when to consider entering. EurJpy is still going up before it goes down for a sell. All right? Thank you. Please subscribe.